And we're just a few weeks away from the Walk MS. So excited about this activity that I've been involved with for years and for very personal reasons. And we have Megan in the studio with us. Also, Steve Shannon getting up early this morning.
I had to drag myself out of bed for this because this is really important to me, too. My sister-in-law has been struggling with MS for decades, and so I'm excited to be involved this year.
Well, and we had been a part of it for years now, and it's something that a lot of friends have been affected by MS, and I think it's tough to find anyone who doesn't have someone in their lives that hasn't been affected by MS.
Yeah, especially in southern Idaho, the statistics kind of staggering. It's 1 in 300 people have MS. So when you start talking to people about it, everyone knows someone with MS, their sister, their aunt. My husband has MS, so I have a personal connection.
Absolutely. Well, and my daughter, we had always been apart just because it was a good thing and something that touched us because of all the friends. But then several years ago now, it struck a little closer to home, especially for my daughter. Her mom was diagnosed with MS, and it's pretty severe. And so she last year said, "I'm doing this team, and you are a part of it, Dad." Okay, honey. And so we have our team fight back, and which is just basically the family together and doing this. And that's what's great is it's a fun, wonderful event. It's a great time to get together coworkers, family, friends, and just make a big celebration out of it that goes to be able to benefit such a great cause.
Yeah, we have so many different teams. So some teams will get their coworkers together, and that actually works great because a lot of times people's employers they have matching gift programs. This means whatever you fundraise, they'll match. You just have to ask, or they'll help promote your team. They might pay for your team T-shirts the day of, and then we have teams that are just friends and family. So your relatives will come out and support you. And
it's amazing how far they've come in the progress toward finding a cure, or at least toward eliminating some of the symptoms of MS, right?
Yeah, it's been amazing, and right now is a really exciting time. In 1982, if you were diagnosed, there was nothing for you. They just said, good luck. And now there's 10 therapies if you have what's called relapsing remitting MS. And then there's just really exciting things going on in the world of research right now for progressive MS, which means people who can't take any of the therapies and they're more on a steady decline with MS. There's research going on where it's working on resetting the immune system, which would mean a cure. And it's research like that is why we have Walk MS, is to fundraise so that we can send more money to that research.
Well, and the exciting thing with that research going on to be able to reset the autoimmune system is that it's not just MS. There's any autoimmune disorder that could be benefit.
There's repercussions in Crohn's disease or colitis or lupus. So many other diseases would be able to benefit from this research.
That's awesome.
And we get really excited. There's research going on in the world of progressive MS where it's actually repairing the nerve damage, which also is a cure for people who really there's nothing for them.
Like my father who had ALS and passed away from ALS, that would have been a huge
that would have been a cure. And so we raise money for Walk MS so we can send it to research like the ones that are focusing on progressive MS and how to repair nerves.
That's awesome. Well, now we know what a great cause it is. We know where the money is going. Now it's how you can be able to help in this great cause and have a great time as well. So let's talk about the walk.
Okay, so it's on April 19th, Easter weekend, so it's easy to remember, the Saturday before Easter. We'll have an egg scramble for the kids, so
awesome.
Whatever you're doing normally on that day, come out to the walk instead. And the walk starts at 8, registration's at 8, and then we have a program around 9:30, and then everyone starts walking at 10. You can walk 1 mile or 3 miles or not at all. A lot of people just come. And
we just want your money, that's all.
And there's snacks at the halfway mark. I enjoyed the snacks.
Yep. At the halfway mark, there's snacks, and it's just a fun event. It's so much about fundraising, but this event really is about us thanking everyone for their fundraising. So it's a chance for us to meet everyone, for them to meet each other, and meet other people going through the same thing.
And the best kind of event to me, charitable event, is one where you're having a great time while you're being able to help out a great cause. And it's a win for everybody.
Yeah, you don't want to be thinking about all the negative things and dwelling on that. You want to
celebrating
just go out there.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
You hit the nail on the head. Walk MS is all about us having a positive moment, thinking about the future and not dwelling on the negatives that come with this disease.
Now, how can people get registered?
So they go to walkmsidaho.org.
Okay.
And you form a team. There's no registration fees, so it's free. We encourage you to fundraise,
yeah, sure.
but it's free. So you just go to walkmsidaho.org and you form a team. and then you start fundraising. You get your own fundraising page online, and you can post it on Facebook. I do all my fundraising on Facebook. It's a really effective way.
Absolutely.
That's sort of low effort, really.
Yeah.
And then ask your friends, family. Some people do letter writing campaigns. There's just a ton of different ways to fundraise.
Well, and we'll have that link as well at KIZN.com. So if you didn't remember the website, just go to KIZN.com and you can be able to link over and be able to get your team registered.
So
and
are you
everything.
guys going to have a team?
You know?
Absolutely. Well, we already do.
Actually, you have a team. You're a part of a team that exists already.
Yes,
I'm going to create a brand new team. So I think what we need to do
Ooh,
my team's not good enough for
is
you?
have a little. No. Well,
You don't like my daughter? Is that what you're saying?
I love your daughter, love your whole family, but I think this could be a lot of fun. Maybe we do a little competition.
Or you want a little wager here?
To see, which team can raise the most money. And I think
I like it.
ultimately we could probably raise more money than if we were just on one team together, don't you think?
Uh-huh. I see
so.
how it is.
Well, and a little healthy competition never hurt anybody.
Okay,
So it really helps.
you're on, buddy.
All right.
You are on. and we've got the veteran team going on
Well,
here.
exactly. So I'm at a disadvantage here. You've got way more Facebook friends than I do.
Hey,
So
though, but a lot of times brand new teams, their first year out, they do really well just because their donors are new.
that's
it's
true
that beginner's
too.
luck thing,
Beginner's
too.
luck thing, so you got a chance.
Well, so what's there's got to be, if there's a bet, if there's a wager, there's got to be a repercussion, because the winners
Sure.
are all the folks that are
Okay.
going to benefit from the research and from
Yeah.
all the wonderful financial programs and things that the MS Society has.
Right.
So they're the winners automatically. So that means one of us is going to be a loser.
So the team that
So there has to be a
raises the
repercussion.
least amount of money between our two teams has to do something humiliating.
Something.
Oh, that's the
well,
best kind of
yeah.
competition, I think.
Maybe we should leave it up to Megan to figure out, what
I
we.
have an idea.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, because the walk's on Easter.
Easter weekend, the
Easter
Saturday
weekend.
before, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, there's going to be a live broadcast from the event. So
Okay.
I think that I have a rabbit costume. I think the loser should have to wear my rabbit costume at the walk.
I don't want to know why you have a rabbit costume. Okay, all right.
When was the last time this rabbit costume was used, and has it been cleaned?
It actually was just a a years ago. My husband wore it for Halloween. So
Okay.
it was for
So it fits a
very
man.
PG reason.
It's a man-sized rabbit
It's a
costume.
man-size rabbit costume, and
Okay.
it's
Okay.
just ears, a nose, a tail, and bunny paws.
But okay.
Does it come with a little bunny
so
scoop for the
loser has to wear the bunny costume
in the walk?
during the walk.
Okay,
To be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for the pre-registration, hopping around,
Yeah,
and then has to go through the whole walk in the bunny
Okay,
costume.
I'm down for that little Peter Cottontail over there.
There will be pictures. So
There will be proof that will live on beyond
I
us.
think you guys should shake hands.
All right, let's.
All right.
I know you
Okay,
can't-
the
the listeners
shake.
can't see it,
Okay,
but it's happening.
But we have a witness to the shaking of the hand, and Megan over here.
We're
so.
on.
All
Okay.
right. Oh, I'm so excited.
So
Thank
go to
you guys so much.
walkmsidaho.org and look for Steve Shannon's team, right? You can actually go join the teams right
Or
there.
Team Fight Back is the team you really want to be on because we're all the cool kids. Actually, it's my wife and my daughter and her boyfriend, but it would be with you as well. So we'll get you some more details about all that and talk about our progress as we get closer here. But we're not far off, so that means we're down to crunch time here. So get your team signed up with my team.
And even if you don't want to be, you can't be at the walk, you can still give me money. And donate money to my team, even if you're not available. If you're gone that weekend for Easter weekend, I'll still take your donation, however small it may be.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we need to talk once these people are out of the studio. So you and we will talk here in just a couple of minutes. Steve, thanks for being in
You
early.
bet.
Sorry about your
I'm now
consequences.
envisioning you wearing a bunny tail and ears.
And Megan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.